What's good, YouTube? It's your boy DJ LiftOFF, and you don't wanna miss this flight. Now, in today's video, I'm going to be showing you all and breaking down an intermediate / advanced scratch pattern, and we're gonna be using this scratch pattern in two ways. In the first way, I'm gonna show you how you can transition out of a song. In the second way, I'm gonna show you how you can transition into a song or pretty much bring a song in using just the vocal. So, without further ado, let's go ahead and get it started.
It's not me and you, it's not me and you. Reckless saying you know it, they don't like it like.
All right, DJs, there's a quick example of the actual scratch pattern, including the actual transition as well. So now I'm gonna go ahead and show you the scratch pattern by itself, and then I'm gonna break down how you can do this on your own.
Keep me on the
All right, so there's the actual scratch pattern by itself. Now, in order to do this scratch pattern, you're going to want to have a vocal, a clear word. I like to use a word. So a clear word on the third bar on the fourth beat. So third bar, fourth beat of the track. So if I go ahead and actually play this track, 3 and 2 and 3 and 4. Okay, so as you can hear right on that bar 3, beat 4, you can hear ring.
Girl, you know I be home, keep me on the ring.
So as soon as I pass that ring, which again, bar 3, beat 4, that's where I'm gonna actually start this scratch pattern. So if you don't have a vocal there, you don't really wanna use this scratch pattern. I mean, there are ways that you can still like force a vocal to land right there. It's gonna take a little bit of manipulation, but just for this particular tutorial, try to use something that has a clear vocal on that bar 3, beat 4. So after that bar 3, beat 4, the other track should be coming in after those last 4 bars. So to count that out, if we have 3 and 2 and 3 and 4, that's where we're starting the actual vocal scratching here. So 3 and 4 start, and then 4 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1. Right on that 1, that's where the other track should be dropping. So right here, I have the actual track that we're transitioning into. As you can see, we have bar 4 right here. So this is where we're actually gonna be scratching on this side. So 4 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1. So now let's go ahead and break down the actual scratch pattern. First thing we're gonna do is we're gonna let the actual vocal play first.
Me on the ring.
We're gonna go ahead and catch our vinyl. Then we're gonna close that crossfader, and we have 2 clicks back. Okay, so
Keep me on the ring.
so that's the first part. Right after that, we have this.
Keep me on the ring.
So essentially the same thing. So we let the track play, close the crossfader, 2 clicks back. All right, so after those first 2 clicks back, now we just have 1 click going forward and then another 2 clicks back. The click forward is gonna be a little bit longer, so it's gonna look and sound just like this.
Keep me on the ring.
Okay, so now we're right here. So once we get right here, we're actually gonna wanna end with our crossfader open right here, okay? So we have this.
On the ring.
After we do that last click, we wanna keep our crossfader in the middle. Now we just have 2 really quick baby scratches, just like that. And then from here, we essentially have the same exact thing again. We have 1 click forward, 2 clicks back, 1 click forward, 2 clicks back.
Ring.
Then once we get here, we're just gonna do a baby scratch. And the reason we're doing a baby scratch right here is just gonna give us time to now go ahead and choose the effect that we wanna use. So you can use reverb, you can use echo. What I did is I waited till I got to this sound.
The ringtone.
I just waited till we got to that tone right there, but you can technically do it on the ring like this.
On the ringtone.
So it's pretty much just going to be up to you, however you wanna creatively transition out of it. So one more time, I'm gonna show you the full thing.
Home, keep me on the ring. Ringtone.
So again, there's the full scratch pattern broken down. And the last thing you need to know about this, you can also do this kind of however you want to creatively do it. So what I did is at the beginning of the track, I had all of my stems were on, so the full song is on. And what I did is right before I started this track, so the track that I'm actually transitioning into, I just soloed out the so I just had the acapella. So I have the instrumental over here, just the acapella, and then when I get to that bar 3 beat 4, I can go ahead and do my actual scratch pattern. So again, that sounded just like this.
I beat his ass for my shorty, and we ain't did nothing that we ain't supposed to do, 'cause you my.
So as you can see there, what I did is right when I got to the 4th bar on the 3rd beat, that's when I went ahead and activated this particular stem or this particular pad so I can take out the instrumental. So 4 and 2, actually let me go ahead and count it with you. 4 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1. So again, as you can see there on that 4th bar on the 3rd beat, that's when I went ahead and pressed this button so I could solo out just my vocal, and then everything before this, I already explained how to transition out of it. So that's the first transition with the scratch pattern included. So now I'm gonna go ahead and show you the second way, which is essentially just bringing in or using the scratch pattern to bring in a vocal. So that's gonna look and sound like this.
I don't have a fucking gift. I've been moving state to state in my leather.
All right, DJ, so there's the second example there. Now this one's a little bit different because I chose to use a vocal here. And as you can see, I didn't start right on the 1. So the scratch pattern would actually still have that baby scratch at the very end if I did start on the 1. So this is what that would look like.
Have a fucking gift.
But since I started on this vocal right before the 1, I actually just dropped it a little bit early.
I don't have a fucking gift.
So I just wanted to show you that to pretty much say that you can still creatively choose how you want to use this scratch pattern. And that's one way I chose to do it, by using a vocal a little bit or a vocal that started a little bit before that 1. So it could have been after the 1, before the 1, and then you just have to adjust your scratch pattern. The scratch pattern that I showed you, you can add things, you can take out things. Just always try to be as creative as you can as a DJ. The more creative you can be and do things or add things, take away things on your own, the better you'll be. So now the last thing that I need to mention as far as actually transitioning out. So the song that I had, Stunning Like My Daddy, over here, you're gonna wanna actually take out the vocal once you get to bar 3, beat 4. So let me go ahead and show you that. 2 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 3 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 4 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1. So within all of my videos, I'm pretty much cutting everything into 4 bars at a time. So in this case, after those 4 bars that I'm mentioning, the verse actually starts. So the 4 bars before the verse, on the 3rd bar, beat number 4, so 3 and 2 and 3 and 4. Again, that's where you're taking out that vocal, and then you're scratching in on this side, pretty much on the 1 on this side, wherever this vocal actually starts. You want those to be aligned. So that's just pretty much phrasing. So the 1 over here is then gonna line up with the 1 over here. So when the 1 drops here, technically is going to be the verse on this track. That's when the verse over here is going to drop as well. Okay, so you always want to make sure that your phrasing is making sense. So if you don't know about phrasing, I have a video on phrasing. There's tons of other videos that you can see on phrasing as well. So without further ado, that is the entire video. If you did enjoy this video, please press that subscribe button, turn on that notification bell so you know the next time that I upload a video. Press that like button if you can, leave a comment if you have any questions or just want to leave a comment in general. And without further ado, I will catch y'all on the next flight.